As you might have seen, I've been working on origami tessellation techniques, so I wanted to show you some models to show you why I think origami tessellations are interesting. One of the first tessellations I folded is the Hydrangea by Shuzo Fujimoto. Tessellations basically are just patterns that spread over the whole paper and repeat themselves. This one's special because it gets smaller and smaller and is somewhat restricted in that way. If you turn it around, that's what it looks like. I have a video that shows 3 stages. This one has 7 stages, but you can easily generalize. Another one by Shuzo Fujimoto is the Clover folding, which I also made a video on. This one has 7 stages, and again the video shows 3 stages, but you can generalize. And this is what the model looks like from the back. If you think that kind of looks interesting, you might want to get a book which is called Origami Tessellations, Awe-Inspiring Geometric Designs by Gjerde. I'm going to show you a couple of models I folded from this book, and the book is available on Amazon, so if you're interested, you can get it. The book is divided up into chapters, and the first project, actually not chapter, the first project is called 5 and 4, and it's on a square grid, and it only needs 90-degree pleat intersections, so it's a very easy model to start with. You could see backlit that this is the pattern that is generated. Very often when I do tessellations I use transparent paper, so that when you backlight it, it has this nice effect. The second project in that book is spread hexagons. This one's on a triangle grid, and I went a bit crazy and did 64 divisions, which was a lot of work, but I think it turned out very nice, and the back looks very similar. So that's that. You need 120-degree pleat intersections to complete this model. The next model is called Star Puff. It's not designed by Gjerde, but by Ralf Konrad. So some of the designs in the book are by other creators, which I think is actually quite nice. I like this model. It's what you usually call 2.5D. Tessellations are usually flat, but this one kind of puff up the stars, and then it's slightly 3-dimensional. The technique you need here is obviously a triangle grid and very many triangle twists, all of these smaller ones. And this is what it looks like from the back, which is also quite nice. The 7th project in the book is the open back hexagon twist, which you can see here the model. I wasn't quite happy with the result of this model in transparent paper, so I did another one with non-transparent paper. So you can see the hexagons, and here you can, on the back you can see kind of this weave pattern. For the open back hexagon twist model you need, well, the open back hexagon twist and triangle twists. And again, it's on a triangle grid. The ninth project in the book is the water bomb. You basically just need a square grid, and then you have to collapse. It's a bit hard, kind of rolls up, and my boyfriend always says it looks like exploded cheese. I'm not quite sure why. So that's kind of a fun model, really. So that's what it looks from the front, and this is the back. The 17th project, now we're jumping to the more advanced models, because the projects are all rated from beginners, intermediate to advanced, and this is one of the advanced projects. The stacked triangles need rabbit ear triangle sinks, and those are a bit tougher to perform. And you can see that you have these stacked triangles here. And if you turn around, you can see a lot of hexagons stacked. So those are a couple of models I folded from the book. The book shows, let me show you. It first introduces some techniques, which is very helpful. And then the diagrams themselves first show a crease pattern and then have pictures with descriptions on what to do. So that's really nice to fold with. It's sometimes a bit tricky, I have to admit, but you know, it's no fun if it's not tricky. The final one is called Rhombic Flowers. It's a crease pattern that Gjerde put on his website recently. His website is Origami Tessellations.com. And this one's folded from a hexagon, and it needs rhombic twists. And I had a bit of difficulty folding it at first. I started on a hexagon with 64 divisions grid, and I really got confused and didn't know where to go. So I started over with the same size paper and only used a 32 division grid, and that helped a lot. So you could kind of see a star in the middle, but I think what it's really meant to show is a flower right here. So you've got a hexagon in the middle, and then you've got the petals, which are rhombi. And on the small one, you have 3 of them. Here's another one, and here's the third one. So if you look at the back, you can see I was puzzling a bit, so I drew in some lines. And I think that's fine. For a test model, sometimes it helps to draw in creases and then see how you get along. There's nothing bad about that at all. And if you try tessellations, that might be something you could attempt to make life easier. So I hope you enjoyed these models. I hope you'll enjoy the technique videos, and give Origami Tessellations a try. Happy folding!